it's interesting.
It is. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell whether if that block of cheese made a massive difference, considering how by the time they got it, they were already ahead by like 20,000+ gold or whatever, and they were clearly ahead. But yeah, it is cool to see that it is actually a viable pickup now. Just takes a little bit of time getting there, obviously stocking up on all of those old lotus flowers. But yeah, it was cool to see it. One thing as well we didn't touch on when they picked up the hoodwink is the fact that now they do actually have a break mechanic to deal with that bristleback.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it also breaks the lead now, so if you lose all that attack speed, you're hitting like a cat, then you're like, oh my god, where's my attack speed? But yeah, I like that a lot. The fact, I mean, it can't be this, but I know, but still a passive that can be broken.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like, as long as if they can land that before Marine gets the charges, then it's all good.
Oh, in that case, no. We're not getting that one. We'll see if they can also have a better start. Falcons got all 3 Wisdom Ruins. We'll see if they can get one here for Winter Bears. Or sorry, if they can get 2 for Winter Bears.
A little bit of a fight going on, but Kachao, yeah, he's easily going to be able to grab that one. But at the same time, lots of others just go over towards Team Falcons there. So it actually ends up being a 3-for-1 on the bounty win there for Falcons. I think that's exactly the same as what happened game number 1 as well. They got the got 3 of them, so pretty similar start, but no first blood to work off just yet.
I'm interested to see if Mike is going to go for the Hand of Mice or not. A lot of times we're seeing the mid dazzle stuff to be like, I just want the Aghanims. I'm going to skip it. I'm just going to go straight up for the Aghanim Scepter. It is better for you to fight early with, but it does feel like it also stifles his scaling slightly later on.
Yeah, we're interested to see what he does go for in the end. Already see in the mid that Malrine's taken a fair bit of damage already, and it's not even a poison touch being taken, it's just Shadow Wave for now, so I don't really know where all this damage has come from. Must have just been standing next to the creeps and got whacked.
Mike is very impressive. I remember we were watching him in Bet Boom Dasha, and he was doing the 1v1 tournament, and he just like barely lost. I remember it was some sort of tiny mistake or miscalculation, and he's like, man, I feel like I disappointed all the people watching.
Yeah.
And that was so heartbreaking, but the guy is, like, you can tell the guy really is a perfectionist. He really does well, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wins this lane.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised too. Yeah, as you're mentioning, he's just a great person in general. Like, some people, they're very boastful about what they can do and everything, which is fine. Not saying that's bad or anything, but yeah, it's nice when people do have that more PMA sportsmanship mentality going on.
Yeah. So going off that, how are you, Mr. PMA in pubs, or what are we working with here?
Depends how many games I've lost that day. I think most of the time I'm very, it's alright guys, we can win, stop raging at each other, just mute each other, I don't care, just play the game. Or if I've lost like 5 games in a row and I feel like I'm not the problem, even though I probably am, then I'll be a bit angry.
No, I like what you said. You know, it's the same thing. Like when I'm winning and someone disconnects with me side, I'm like, guys, come on, be gentlemen. Let's wait for him. It's not his fault. But if you've lost like 3 games in a row, you finger the F9 like you wouldn't believe it. You know, like, come on.
That's one thing I never do. I never ever unpause. Even if I'm salty, I'll always wait, because it just feels like a bad win otherwise. Meanwhile though, Gank Baby coming in through. Snake King teleports up towards the top. Sprouts don't fully lock them in, but it makes them go all the way around those trees, and that will be first blood going over towards Snake King. Nothing that Nagato could do there to keep his core alive. And there we go, first blood on the board for Team Falcon.
Again with this Nature's Grasp, I feel like doesn't give you too much against a Weaver Bristleback combination. So that's a bit of a tough one here. And nice move by Snake King using the sprouts like that, because that makes you can't just use a Quelling Blade and get out of it. You know, you have to use 2 Quelling Blades, not worth it. Yep.
Yeah, really nice position of that skill. As you mentioned yesterday, maybe that's the flashiest thing that Nature's Prophets can do, and he did end up doing it. But I mean, we can also see now, after that death, low skill is suffering in the CS department, bottom of all the cores, and all 3 cores on the side of Falcons at the top there. So once again, having a pretty good start.
Yeah, Mikey is having a little bit of trouble getting some of these last hits. Like, he just missed 2 right in front of us, in front of our eyes. It seems like Maybe it's a comfort problem. Not quite sure, but he's not getting as much CS that he should be getting at Nagato.
Up top, yeah, another dive underneath the tier 1 tower. Low skill, trying to do some damage over towards Crit. ATF, maybe thinking about diving for this one, but not quite that tanky at this stage of the game, my guy. And will decide to back on off, takes quite a beating for his troubles.
Probably going to be eating that tango with the Iron Brand. Oh, no, he just eats a normal tree. Okay, no problem. I guess the healing Lotus from his friend. He's going to be fine now with the Ring of Health and the Lotus as well. Overall, though, this top lane, the same disaster that we saw in the previous game, right? Low skill just has no game. And oh dear.
He's trapped in there. He cuts the tree, but the tower is still blocking him, so he can't get out of it. He's just trapped and will fall down. TP comes in from Merlin. The Bushwhack is going to secure this kill on towards Crit, and he will fall down. But again, they lose their carry in this safe lane. Snaking with these rotations is just such a thorn in their side.
Oh, man, this combination of the tree and it's just not working. It's 2 games in a row right now. Maybe it's just not working because they're up against the Weaver and Bristleback, but either way, they have suffered. And Nagato, he hasn't been able to like help his teammate out. You really don't want top 3 CS as well, all going to Falcons. For Winter Bears, Casual is doing decently, but
yeah, I mean, he's doing better, I feel, than he was in game number 1 at the very least. So he should be able to become that real core frontliner for his team. I think at the end of that game number 1, he actually had less net worth than the enemy position 5. Yeah. So let's just hope that he doesn't have another game like that, because that always feels rough. And I'm sure he's going to have a better time. Meanwhile, though, we speak of him, and he's cursed out as 3 people on top of his face, and he does fall.
We just mentioned the guy.
Yeah,
right? So
if anyone needs evidence that the caster curse is real, is it right there?
He's doing much better than game 1. Immediate death, and you're like, well.
Mid. Malrine is going to get caught here. Bushwhack lands, but even still, Mikey not quite comfortable diving underneath the tier 1. Merlin may be in an awkward spot right now. Still poking and prodding. Teleport comes in now from Snake King. Mikey's in pretty deep, takes a Laguna Blade to the face, and he's just dead. Dragon Slave brings him down right now. Merlin trying to stand his ground, but will just barely get the kill before he does die. But even still, it's a double kill going over towards Snake King. And obviously, Mikey dying first means the Dazzle gets absolutely nothing from that.
Malrine a bit arrogant, not using the Fairy Fire. I think that could have helped him survive, but in the air, still happy on Falcons, trading 2 for 1 that situation, and Mikey does lose his life. Mikey's not having the game that we thought. Not at all. He is quite a bit behind Malrine in terms of net worth, and that death does not help in any way. He is... Wow, he's like almost 1,000 gold behind Malrine. And you know, we mentioned that Kachel is doing well. He's actually the lowest net worth core in the game.
Yeah.
Net worth is weird sometimes. You're like, he's got the most CS. Why is he having the lowest net worth? Like, how does that make sense? But...
yeah.
You might be spending a lot of that gold on regeneration anyway. The creeps you're getting could be like jungle creeps. Oh.
Yeah, looks like they managed to find a catch here on towards Crit. Poke prod him, but Scoochie up in a couple of seconds, he will be fine. At the same time, Nagato on the opposite side of the map was able to take away the Radiant Wisdom Rune, so lots of XP going their way. But yet again, just like game number 1, the first tower to go down is this dire bottom tier 1.
Oh boy. Oh, that's not what you want. I mean, your 4,000. This is... I know we were praising the draft, and I don't think that we were wrong to be honest, but 4,000 gold behind at 7 minutes is quite a deficit, and I'm going to be going for more towers.
Yeah, just going to carry on poking onto this tier 1. Both supports now from Winter Bears coming over here to reinforce the area.
Oh.
Snake King gets a good ward down as well.
Nagato, no living armor, going for the 2-3 build. That's kind of risky.
Oh, NSA connects onto 2 right now. Mikey takes a lot of damage. Gloombank from the face. Skier comes on in as well. The mid Dazzle was already gone. Nagato trying to run himself away, but a few more right clicks will bring this tree in low eventually. Or will it? LSA? Not going to land. This tree is so slippery, but eventually he does die. But it doesn't matter. 2 people gone, and this tier 1 tower as well. Going to be short to follow.
This is brutal to watch. I mean, Mikey, he's got power treads and bottle, and that's about it. No other item, and they're going to lose the tier 1. Oh, did a stun just as he comes back.
Yeah, actually, Mikey's going to try and play aggressive aggressive right now. He's got the poison charge going. It's level 4 as well. They're going to try and run down Maureen. It's a lot of damage. Ski coming on over. They're going to bring down Merlin. But someone needs to help out this Lina right now. LSA will connect, stand in his ground. They will kill the Dazzle. Finally, Maureen does drop. But again, Mikey dies before the Lina does. He doesn't get any XP. And he's just so far behind this game.
It's still a trade you're okay with Winter Bears, just because you trade 2 for 2 and you're behind is fine. The problem is, oh, by the way, low skill. Is he gonna be okay? Oh, okay. Perhaps the animation of the goo actually stopped that kill, but either way, it's fine. You know, you still force him out of the lane, and Nagato, he'll be happy to provide +1.
Yeah, does drop the overgrowth. I mean, Amara's very low right now, coming in from Merlin as well. Might be able to get this kill, but Maureen turns up there with the bots. Going to be able to lock down Merlin. Trying to go for the sharpshooter, but it lands onto Crit instead. Both supports down, and should be, again, another tier 1 drop-in. So all 3 tier 1s probably going to be gone at 10 minutes in.
I love what Crit can do. He's just then taking that shot for his friend. Well, for his teammate at least. Like, he goes in for it. This is why I felt like this combination could work really well. The Crit and ADF. ADF, aggressive, greedy, wants to play in your face. Crit, more conservative. Great guy to have sort of support you when you do these crazy moves. And since he's a support, he doesn't mind dying for you.
Yep.
What's our win percentage right now? It is 87 for Falcons. I don't think it's going to get much better for Winter Bears.
I mean, 7k gold lead, 10 minutes in, all your tier 1s gone. It is a pretty bad position to be in right now. So yeah, I can't really dispute those odds whatsoever. Meanwhile, Marine maybe going to get caught out right now. Lots of damage coming through. Sharpshooter will get the kill. Snaking at the very least, going to get the counter one on towards Mikey. But so far, it's a trade Winter Bears are happy with. If the Gato also falls down, maybe Falcons won't be too sad about it. Will survive? Will he tick out to the urn?
Nope.
No, he won't. So, okay.
He's gonna be just fine.
Yeah,
unless Crit does Crit things and goes for it. One guy we haven't seen at all is Catchell, by the way. He's got the Vanguard, the double ring of protection. He's going for the Blink Dagger. Kind of far from it, about 1,500 gold. So he's not. Doesn't really feel like he's gonna be able to provide too much for his team in these early situations. But they need him.
Yeah. One thing I will say though is, just look at Mikey's net worth. It's less than Snaking's. He's starting to look like a support Dazzle already in this game. He has power treads, and that is it. I mean, he has bought one component at the very least now for his Ags, but it's just really, really far behind. Needs so much space to be made for him. But the thing is, he can't really get the space. There's always action coming at him.
Well, here's the thing. Mikey was like, all right, guys, I'm going to give you 2 games worth of performance in game 1. You know, I'm going to play like an absolute god. But game 2, I'm going to kind of be resting. You know, I won't be able to do too much. And yeah, he was missing out early last hits as well with the Dazzle. And we don't mean to flame. We're just saying that this is what happened, and that's why they're in this situation.
Yeah, 100%. Like the good showing from Mikey kept him in game 1, but unfortunately, not quite going to be here in the second. But smoke move coming on out. Snake King, he breaks it, and he doesn't even get caught. So it's another unfortunate move that just gets completely stopped there from Winter Bears. More time wasted for themselves.
But you know, this is actually not so bad. If no kills are happening, you get a chance to at least get some gold. Catchell's getting close to that Blink Dagger, about 500 gold away from it. You know, Mikey needs time. You mentioned here he's quite far, so this is not the worst thing in the world if no one's dying, you know? So I think you're okay with Winter Bears. And yeah, Nagato, level 8, level 7, still doesn't have living armor. So the earliest he's going to get is at 8. And I feel like he's thinking, all right, they're not going to take our tier 2s early, so might as well go for as much offense as I can get.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose all your tier 1s are gone, so it's not like you're going to get much value out of it that way. So yeah, just double down on your other 2 skills, and hopefully that could be enough to maybe turn a team fight around, or at least a gank attempt perhaps. We'll have to just wait and see, obviously. But ATF, he's just been left free farming here at the top lane, 500-ish gold away, and he'll have Ags completed on top of Vanguard as well. So he's going to be pretty much ready to just start running at people whilst farming up the Bloodstone. So he's going to be hitting that go time pretty damn soon. Skeeter, has obviously Hand of Midas, and looks like Radiant's completed as well in 1200 gold. So he himself is 2, doing pretty damn nicely.
Yep, that is that's gonna be scary. I mean, you barely have enough to bring these guys down as it is. But I will give you a good point for Winter Bears. All right, they got 2 trusty shuffles, double the chance of the bounty ruins.
Or double the chance for the Kobolds, which they have. You know?
Yeah, but they don't. I don't think they're getting 2 Cobalt stacks. Oh, here we go. The reveal of the Link Dagger mid.
That's a big jump on towards Maureen. Is there any way he can survive? Does actually land the LSA plus the Gouda Blade. Catchel with the Grave, gonna try and run himself away. Overgriff comes out to hold back the Nature's Prophet. Ski's also come in here for this one. Can get close enough on towards Catchel. Not quite going to be there. So it actually ends up being a very nice free kill there for Winter Bears that goes unpunished.
Yep, and they're also they don't like lose a wisdom when they trade 1 for 1, so it's fine for them. And maybe they want to go for more. They do give the healing staff to Catchel, and look at that Kobold. You know, that's multiplied by 3. You know, that's like 75 GPM when you think about it.
It's true, yeah. Can make you know, if you have all 5 heroes on top of each other for the whole duration, that makes more gold for your team than 1 bounty rune does. So you know, you got to think about it that way.
I never did, honestly. I was thinking about like, oh wow, it's like 5 of us, 25 GPM each, 125. That's pretty solid. Alright, now they got a kill, but it doesn't change too much of the state of the game. One person who is performing a lot better than the previous game, who will die instantly now that we mention it, is Low Skill. He's very close to that Deso. You know, does have that nice burst damage for his team they might be able to provide with the Centaur.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he gets that Deso online, do you think that's the point where he's going to start joining his team, or does he still need to wait for like the Blink Dagger afterwards?
This could be the catch.
Yeah, crit goes down. Another kill.
And yeah, I mean, it's not like big in terms, but the fact that you're getting these kills, it is building momentum for them. You know, 600 gold, 600 experience. I have an issue with the Lina pick just because he is going for this magic build, so he is very fragile. You know, this presents an easy target for Winter Bears. Like, yeah, let's just kill the Lina every time. 1,000 health. You know, no defensive items. This is the guy we want down every time.
That is a really big point to make. Yeah, he's just going to be free food. At least in last game when he was on the puck, sure, still squishy hero, but at least you have all the maneuverability from all the spells to dodge out the gank, so definitely felt safer in that game. Do you think maybe this game could be a good axe for crit? You know, just to provide that bit of safety for the Lina?
I'll be honest, it seems unlikely you'll be able to get the saves off. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be dead anyway. And if you'd rather have something else, then Crit, he's going to go for the Rob 8000. I imagine Gleipnir is going to be the option after that. They know this is happening with the Bears, but they're a bit too late.
Yeah, Aegis into the hands of ATF. Merlin charging up the sharpshooter as well. Will actually land on towards the Wraith King. It doesn't really do all too much. Merlin trying to run away. He's just ticking on out, and he will end up falling down. Nice double stun there from Catchel. Doesn't get caught from the LSA though, but even still, they do get the trade on towards Snake King. That's a big target to bring down, but still the Centaur gets blown up. No skill as well. Maybe in danger, has the bug on him, but there's not many resources left here on the side of Falcons, so they will give up the chase.
You lose, losing your, I mean, you get a kill on Snake King, which is fine, because he was 5-0-8, so it's actually a big kill, but you lose the Aegis, you lose your Centaur, not ideal. They're just a bit too slow to figure out what's happening from Winter Bears. I'm surprised they didn't have a trap there, or once it got removed, they were kind of like, all right, we'll just, you know, bye-bye trap, we miss you.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to the first game where all that minus armor, Roshan just dies so damn quickly.
True.
They just couldn't quite have the time to react to it, and yeah.
Oh. There's good news. Mikey does have the Aghanim Scepter, you know. So you do get a nice burst of damage, especially when you have a bunch of blinkers. Hoodwink wants a blink dagger, Catchel has a blink dagger, Low Skill has a blink dagger. So you get all these guys on top of him and get this nice big burst shadow heal.
Yeah, that's true. Also, you can factor in that you've got all the skeletons from the Wraith King, and eventually you have the Treants as well from the Nature's Prophet.
True.
So, like, just a bajillion targets to blow people up with. But speaking of how getting blown up, Catchel does end up falling down again here at the bot. Maybe Merlin as well in danger. Sprout obviously not doing too much there.
Good trap.
We'll just run straight through them, but slowed down to a crawl, and will just end up ticking out. Actually, Nagato, he comes in. a little bit of save your buddy syndrome going on right now, and he gets punished. Another free kill going over towards Falcons. And they hemorrhage 3 people in a matter of seconds.
This combination of the Spirit Vessel as well as the bugs on crit is so good, and oh my lord, here comes some more.
Yeah, we'll just try and blow him up. Go for the TP, but LSA cancels it. Yeah, easy kill yet again.
A couple of good pickoffs come out for Winter Bears, but they still lose massively after that. Okay, crit.
Oh, let's get caught. Okay, the right click from low skill comes in just in time. Skia, he's charging it deep himself. They want to try and get on top of this TA ATF as well behind the tier 2. Nagato TP's in quite deep.
Has an ulti.
They don't have detection for him right yet, so he is going to be safe.
Huh.
Yeah, they thought about going onto ATF, but he still has this Aegis to another 2 minutes. So it's not really the primary target they want to go for.
True, but you're also 4 versus 4s. That Mikey might be alive. Low skill decides not worth it. He goes back to farming, and again he just continues to be the only one on his team who's actually got any sort of net worth going for him. And Blink Dagger is finished on low skill, so at least he'll be able to show up next to people. He might need to get that shard. The silence can do a lot of work against this Weaver. You know, pass by, get silenced, you can burst him down after with other people.
Yeah, definitely. Probably should be able to actually get that kill. I mean, it's a relatively tanky Weaver, to be fair. 1800 HP, Spirit Vessel plus a Vitality booster, so potentially crit might survive that damage coming through, as long as it is just like a solo kill attempt. But
Tormentor?
Yeah, they're going to try and steal this one away, but it looks like Winter Bears know that this is coming. They're going to try and defend this one. Not wanting to give it up for free. ATF just charging it deep.
Lord.
The Bloodstone do work, but his first life will go. But Skeeter, he finds Mikey before the grave can come out. And immediately the Dazzle is gone, and Winter Bears not looking like they want to take this fight. Unless they're willing to use a buyback on towards Mikey, but it just doesn't look like they want to. And free shard towards crit.
I like what they were trying to do, right? They're sending in the couriers on top of the Tormentor to get that heal bomb, but the Dazzle. Couriers absorb damage, but don't absorb damage. That makes sense. Oh, Merlin. Yeah. He's absorbing a lot of damage.
He is just so slow, man. Where can he go? Absolutely nowhere. Snaking, though, takes quite a few right clicks and will end up dropping down. Catchall charges through Amar, and it will get him killed. So sure, they kill the position 5 Nature's Prophet again, but it costs them more heroes.
But look how much money they make from it. You know, they kill Snaking, they make 1,000 gold. They kill Catchall, they get like 600. They're like, wow, that's... You know, one of those position 5, right? Like, they're just so behind that these kills give you so much.
Yeah. The gold difference was literally 160 gold. That was it for a 2-for-1 trade against the position 5. These numbers didn't look great.
I'm trying to think, when does it get better? And interestingly, Mikey is not interested in going for the shard just yet. He wants to get BKB first. Okay. A little surprising that he doesn't prioritize the hex, the free hex that he can get. I say free, I mean the hex. Oh, top. This could be a free kill.
And Snaking caught out. Nagato finds him. Low skill jumps in for a few right clicks.
Nice.
They'll take that. Once again, Snaking goes out, and it's still like basically a 900 gold kill.
It is, and unfortunately though, in the meantime, they also get the Tormentor. So if you're Falcons, you're like, Snaking, do that some more. We're actually winning in terms of net worth every time you die.
Yeah. Oh, Amar though. Runs into low skill, but now with the Blink Dagger, he will just get out. Rest of Falcons also coming through the dire jungle. Nagato, he breaks the smoke. The dust does connect. They're actually going to dive past the tower, go for this one. They will get a connection with the bugs. Rude in place, trying to run himself away. Drops the dust on towards crit, but eventually Nagato will die.
That's a deep dive.
Yeah, it pulls them really deep. But it doesn't look like the rest of Winter Bears are in a position to try and punish that, so they just end up getting the kill regardless.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm surprised they even were able to catch him, right? They're like, he's here. You know, they're like, oh, they just find him. And Merlin, he is in a bit of trouble. Should be able to... Oh, does not get below ground, but Blink Dagger keeps him alive.
Yeah, easily able to get out of that one. But this tier 2 mid will end up falling down. Skier actually TPing back to, I don't know, deep push bot, but he TPs to the tier 2 instead. I don't know, TP's back quite far. Oh well. Might be one of those times where he just like TP clicks the minimap and just accidentally goes too close to tier 2 perhaps, who knows.
Oh, I hate when that happens, right? You're like, I want to join the fight. They're like, the nearest tower is this area. You're like, what, really? That doesn't seem right. Merlin almost gets his head cut off just there, but he manages to blink off in time. Crit, what does he have? He's going for the gym. He likes this. He gets a couple of key items and he's like, yep, a gym is all I need to stay alive. Bottom lane snaking. He was thinking about teleporting, but decides not to. Sees them at the last second. Oh.
Well, they are going to defend it though.
Oh,
Jumps in, gets the stun onto a slow skill. The rest of Falcons coming on in, but the Stampede's going to be there from Catchall to get his carry out of danger. Got a few dots, so the Blink Dagger's not going to come off cooldown, but regardless, they just don't have the means to carry on chasing. Crit, though, will run into the tree, but he doesn't actually have that gem on him yet. So Nagato will survive for now.
So some damage for a tower, but nothing really traded in the end. And oh, Mikey. Speaking of nothing traded, yeah, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. He's going for the shard next. Much quieter a game from Mikey than we were expecting, but Catchall actually has a heart. That is a big deal. And he might does he have the shard coming out from the middle? It's gonna be
Snaking. Call out again. Man, this is a tanky tree and protector, man. 3 people on him, but he does take a fair bit of time. And now, with all that time, the rest of Falcon comes in to try and get a punish. Merlin is dead. Amar does get a little connection on towards Catchall as well. Puffstomp not going to land onto anybody, and he will be gone. So once again, they kill Snaking, but this time, they do get punished.
frustration stomp, more like it, right? He's like, I'm not gonna catch anyone. Let's see if he can get a shard on the centaur. That will give you a huge amount of health every time you use the double edge, which could make a difference. But you're 20,000 gold behind. It just feels more one-sided than the previous game, despite the draft being better. And Mikey,
has to BKB TP out. We'll be fine, but yeah, and that's 9-second charge used just to run away. Maybe in danger. Campbell Reed. Oh, he actually predicts where he's going right now. So he's going to run straight into this TA. The LSA will connect.
Snaking.
Any detection dust? There you go. Just barely connects him snaking. Low skill will fall down. Gone for a minute as well. So is this enough time for Falcons to go high ground? I mean, Roshan could potentially be up now for them. So maybe they might just wait around for that up in 40 seconds.
I think that's a safer play. Going high ground, it's still a tiny bit risky, you know. Maybe you get caught by a good bushwhack, but possibly Nagato. I was gonna say he's almost got the blink, so he can blink overgrowth a couple of people. There's some risks there that why not just get the Aegis, you know. The hard part of the game is winning, you know, not to win. Does that make sense? You know, like getting the advantage is the tough part. Once you have the advantage, you should just keep it.
You should, you know, that's how all players should do, but unfortunately for Mikey, he's not going to be able to keep his life, as he will die. Yet again, there at the bot, ends up being a free kill. And Roshan is up, actually, diving past the tier 4, Samar. Good lord, this man doesn't care. Gets a free kill on towards Nagato. Merlin could only stand by and watch as his fellow support died. And this mid tier 3 is just taking a lot of damage right now. There's just nothing Winter Bears can do to stop this.
Oh god, this has been such a brutal watch this entire game because it's just been the Falcons show so far. And yeah, you get 2 kills across the map, you're like, might as well just go high ground, see what we can do. Oh, big jump, stun comes out, but here we go, that's what we're talking about. The bushwhack with no follow-up.
Literally nothing at all. And the glyph will come out at long last there to push them back out for a little bit, as the Dazzle also respawning in a second. Roshan is up. And it looks like maybe now Falcons are going to start heading on over in that direction, get the Aegis, and then actually go high grounds once they have a clear advantage that way. But maybe it could be an opportunity for Winter Bears to make the same move. And it looks like they're going to try that. Gathering up as 4 heroes, maybe they might try and contest this Roche. It feels like they have to. Can't give it away for free.
They have a smoke, but my god, Nagato still doesn't have Blink Dagger. He's been at 2,100 gold since the last time we talked about him. And this lack of Blink Dagger, I don't think it's like you get and you win. But being able to overgrowth multiple people from a distance does help, you know. Alright, Skeeter as well as Crit are there. Can you jump on one of them? Low skill. And no Crit's there, okay.
Yeah, they're all hiding in the trees. They want to take this fight regardless. Nice little chuck of the ball in there from ATF. Pretty much scouts out everybody right now.
It's 5 versus 3, but they're still scared.
Easy D-ward there from Amar. They just replace it with another ward, but the gem was still going, so Falcons know that there is a replacement ward there. Not going to get caught out by that by surprise, but it looks like Falcons, despite the fact that they know everyone from Winter Bears is nearby, they're just going for Roche regardless. They want to get this one for free.
They got Wisdom Ruin with the snaking, by the way. And I expect Malian is going to be taking the other Wisdom Ruin, so a huge injection of experience. They want to try, if they can burst someone before the others show up, that would be great for them. Kyle jumps in, big stun.
It's 2-man here, with the pushback also coming in, but it might actually be able to get off the BKB in time, so he's not going to get fully locked down. The first life of Skier has been used. Rishan's so low, and there it is, Aegis into the hands of this raging Catchel with the Grave on him. Can keep him alive for a little bit longer, but Laguna Blade just comes on towards Mikey, deletes the Dazzle before he can do anything. Nagato as well, caught out, he will fall. Low skill goes for the TP out, and it will be successful. But unfortunately, it's a big loss there for Winter Bears. All they get from it was the Wraith King ultimate, and that is not good at all.
No, nope. I mean, they look at them, they did decent damage. They did almost the same amount of damage as Falcons, but they're so less durable. It's Bristleback and Wraith King, for heaven's sake. And you just don't have it. Also, you have like 3 blink, 4, I think they have, what, 4 blink daggers on their team? Those are items that don't give you a lot of stats, you know? It's like you don't actually get... It only helps you land your spells, but that's not the issue right now. It's just that your spells don't even do damage when they land.
Yeah. So with the needs some actual damage coming through, and they just catch out low skill. He has just gone so damn easily. Aggressive Ogre Seal in there from Mamar right now. He's taking a lot of damage, but he does have the cheese. So he will survive for now, but it was all a bait, you know, buying time for his team to take down that top set of barracks, working on the middle one as well. They do have a buyback here for low skill, and they might be forced to use it. So I don't know if Falcons are going to be really too eager to fall it back, but never mind, the jump is in from Catcher with the buyback coming on through. But where's the real follow-up? There isn't any. Catcher is saved from the Shadow Grave. Mikey, though, again just gets blown up into the backlines. This Dazzle can't achieve anything in these fights. 2 people are gone, both with no buybacks, and we could just be looking at the end of the game here, Otomo, unless some more miracle play happens. The Skier is in. He's got the grab on towards low skill. That is a dead TA. They are gone for 90, and now tier 4s and Ancient going to be worked onto Amar. Just going to be casually diving in towards the fountain. He wants to get the Rampage if he can, and there it is. Rampage in game number 2, and that should cement their win.
Yep, the GG is called. It was much more one-sided than game 1, even though that one had a smaller, as a bigger net worth advantage. It just felt like there was no opening at all for Winter Bears in this one. The same combination came up for Falcons at top lane. This Bristleback Weaver, very strong, Wall Mice armor, gives you Roshan potential, and the Winter Bears was just not ready for it.